r/askreddit. What food or drink sucks, even if most people won't admit it?
The healthy version of things. I don't mean actual healthy food, but the things that are all here is some ice cream with all the joy, soul, deliciousness, and sugar removed.
I remember when Halo Top first became a thing and so many people told me it was amazing. I tried it for myself just to find it tastes like protein powder mixed with water and sadness.
Dude, and the 2 times I had it, it's hard as a rock and flies everywhere and melts on impact.
I think people are starting to figure this out, but red delicious apples. They are bitter, mealy, textured garbage, and the worst tasting apple.
Turkish Delight was not worth 3 human lives.
9 out of 10 would betray Liam Jesus again.
Aslan is God's persona.
Jack Daniels. It's obviously a popular whiskey, but it's honestly effing awful.
Being from rural teen originally, everyone who hears that asks if I love Jet. No, it's like Patron or Grey Goose. All the money goes into marketing and endorsements, not in making a genuinely good liquor. But hey, when you're outside the Americas and want something vaguely like bourbon, that's pretty much your option at 90% of bars and clubs.
Play-Doh.
Have you ever had Play-Doh ice cream? It's not bad, actually.
That exists. Or do you just mean vanilla because supposedly Play-Doh is vanilla scented? To me it smells very different, but IK?
Anything with stevia in it. I was doing keto and tried doing the stevia sweetener for the occasional treat. Yeah, sure, things tasted sweet, but then there's this soapy artificial taste that I have never been able to get used to. Blah.
I suspect this is a genetic thing like cilantro. I can totally understand what you're saying, but I have no problem with stevia.
Maybe that's the issue. I have the cilantro soap gene and can taste the slightest trace of stevia in anything, and it's disgusting.
Any food that pretends to be another food. It's never good. I have friends that act like they can't tell the difference between rice and cauliflower rice, and I know it's make-believe. There is no way they can't taste the difference. I'm like this with almost any substitute. Just call it what it is and roll with it because I'm skeptical of all of them at this point.
I can tell the difference between butter and I can't believe it's not butter.
No, you can't, Mr. Simpson. No one can.
Fondant on ton.
Every wedding I've ever been to, they've paid hundreds for a crap fruitcake draped in 3 inches of crap fondant. I cannot believe it is still so popular.
Food so spicy you can't actually taste it.
Come.
Hear me out here, but I don't think 'em qualifies as either food or drink.
Twizzlers. They look cool, but taste like plastic with cherry flavoring. Yuck.
My dad would fight you. He loves fresh Twizzlers.
I used to think, having learned what goes into it, that classic soft serve ice cream was the most horrible food adjacent thing. I recently got an orange cream shake at Arby's. I don't know what goes in it, but I can tell you this. It doesn't melt. It just sort of separates and hardens into something resembling Play-Doh.
Oh, soft serve is effing delicious, but oh.
SpaghettiOs. I must have been delusional as a kid.
I still crave Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs every once in a while.
US/Pocket 713 said something that affects this. She brought up that they must have changed the recipe of SpaghettiOs in the past 20 years. For sure they changed the recipe for Chef Boyardee in that same amount of time. I tried a can of both modern Chef Boyardee. I don't remember which exact type. And the throwback version, same type. Let me tell you, the throwback was effing good. The modern was crap. The throwback had actual ingredients you could read. The modern was nothing but refined compounds and corn syrup with a little meat and tomato. It's not nostalgia. Food companies F around. It's real.
Oysters. They taste like sandy snot, and every time I say I don't like them, I get pressured to try again because clearly I didn't taste the good stuff, so I try again. It tastes like sandy snot.
No, they're great. Just try another with this sauce. This horseradish, this Tabasco, this dude. If I have to cover the oyster in something else, then maybe the oyster isn't that great. I'll eat raw oysters with no fixings by the dozen, but this is exactly how I feel about lobster. Why are you spending $30 to eat maybe a half pound of meat that you need to drown in a whole stick of butter to enjoy?
Vegan cheese, my girlfriend is vegan, and it sucks like 90% of the time. We mostly just use some kind of substitute if we're sharing a meal.
Nutritional yeast is where it's at. I'm not convinced that the rest of the vegan cheeses I've tried aren't made out of recycled paperboard.
Nutritional yeast is great.
Artificial strawberry flavored anything.
This, but with grape. Absolutely love grapes. Can't have anything grape flavored.
Monster Energy. Crap tastes like perfume.
My brother is a cardiologist in his 50s who downs those effing things like water. It confuses and terrifies me.
Circus peanuts. It's like eating gum that isn't chewy, but instead turns to sand when bitten into, with artificial banana flavoring, but it's orange.
Best candy ever. The best version is the Brock's Chicks and Rabbits, which comes around every Easter.
Artificial banana. It literally does not taste like banana, and it has single-handedly ruined every single Belgian wit for me because it's almost the exact same taste.
Kombucha.
I swear kombucha is one of those things I should not like, but I do.